Imagine you come home exhausted and you see a bunch of presents on your bed with a weird letter. Dear Annabelle, I've been watching you for a while now. You're so beautiful and it's so distracting. Love, Anonymous. It's the third such letter you've gotten that month, along with a package of bath salts and chocolate truffles. You live kind of a crazy life. You're a star ballerina from New York with agents and assistants at 16 years old. You don't have the energy to deal with this. You're ready to relax, put on a face mask and watch MSA videos. And like and subscribe to MSA because their videos are awesome. The next day, you're in the school hallway with your childhood BFF, Luca. You guys are walking slowly since he has a new prosthetic leg. You show him the latest letter you've gotten from your secret admirer. This dude is obsessed with you. What does he mean he's been watching you for a while now?
You respond that he is probably trying to be romantic.
Stalking isn't romantic. I'm worried, Annabelle.
You say that you are getting free chocolates and foot scrubs and that you are not complaining.
Just then, the school hallway starts emptying and everyone starts whispering. You know exactly why. The new kid Isaac is walking your way. Everyone thinks he's bad news, but you think he's cute.
You say that underneath his tattoos and cold, hard shell, he is probably a great kisser.
Okay. Unless you want to spend your first date beating people up, I wouldn't ask Isaac out. He's got a bad rep. But your curiosity about Isaac grows each day. And one afternoon, things take a wild turn. Luca goes with you to your first rehearsal for a new show. Guess who your dance partner is? Isaac. He's a ballet dancer and cast as the male lead. He walks over to you and smiles. Hey, you go to my school. You own about 10 Gucci bags and you're always staring at me.
You apologize and say that you didn't mean to be that obvious about it.
Nah, I like it. I don't mind a pretty ballerina watching me. Isaac winks and walks away, and you can't help feeling butterflies. Just then, Luca comes up to you. How about I take you out to dinner to celebrate your new show?
You say that he is the sweetest and agree to the dinner.
But as soon as you get to the restaurant, Luca starts talking about Isaac. I wonder how many gangs he's part of.
You say that Isaac is a ballet dancer and question whether Luca really thinks Isaac is some gang member. Then you sarcastically suggest that maybe they all wear tutus and walk around on their tiptoes.
Well, that might be useful if you're a thief sneaking around.
You are outraged that Luca considers Isaac a thief and call the accusation ridiculous. Then you ask Luca why he is so obsessed with Isaac.
Luca suddenly falls quiet. He puts some money on the table and then leaves without a word. What's going on? You follow him out of the restaurant into the subway.
You ask what his deal is and point out that he has been acting weird the whole night.
Annabelle, I'm in love with you. I have been since ages, but I don't think you love me back. You're completely caught off guard. Luca loves you?
You tell Luca that you never knew that and admit that you have never thought of him that way before.
Do you think you ever could? You don't know what to say, but your heart is racing a bit looking into his eyes. It's okay. Don't worry. Nothing between us will change. Luca then gets on the subway and leaves. You're left there with your head spinning. But when you get to rehearsal the next day, you forget everything because Isaac's staring at you the whole time as you do your routine. You get so self-conscious that you trip over something and fall. Want some help with that routine?
You say that he can help you by dancing with you.
I guess I can't argue with that. Dancing with Isaac gives you goosebumps. And as rehearsal goes on, you get to know him a little bit. Surprisingly, he's a total nerd. He shows you 5 comic books he's carrying in his bag. He doesn't exactly fit the bad boy image he has, and he's fun to be around. But at the end of rehearsal, Luca shows up looking completely normal. He walks right up to you with 2 tickets. Ready for a night at the carnival? Just the 2 of us?
You excitedly say that you love the carnival and call them a freaking angel.
Oh, wow. I've been meaning to go too.
You suggest that he should totally come with you and Luca and say that it will be fun.
Luca agrees, but doesn't look too happy. And when you get there, things get heated. Luca and Isaac start competing over everything. They both keep taking selfies with you on every ride. Isaac wins you a stuffed unicorn. Then Luca wins you a life-size tiger. Luca knows how you love a good chocolate shake, but Isaac accidentally knocks it over and gets you a giant ice cream sundae.
You say that you are really tired of walking them and suggest resting for a bit.
Of course. Here, let me give you a foot rub. You can't help smiling at how sweet Luca always is. But just as you're ready to get up, Isaac literally sweeps you off your feet. I'll carry you, Anna. We can't have your pretty ballerina feet hurting. Hey, I can carry her too. Dude, with your leg? Probably not. Just chill out. I got her. Finally, you tell the boys you want to ride the Ferris wheel.
You state that it will be a quiet ride with no selfies and ask them if that is understood.
Whatever you say, madame. Yeah, as you wish.
But when you get to the Ferris wheel, you see it's only a two-person ride, so you have to take turns riding with both. You go with Isaac first, and then you guys get stuck at the top.
Can I tell you a secret? I've never gone out with a girl before. I've always been too shy to talk to girls.
You express surprise, saying that you never would have guessed that he would be shy.
Hey, I'm still human underneath these biceps, tattoos, and amazing hair.
Isaac's face is inches away from yours, and suddenly he's leaning in, and he kisses you, and you forget everything else. But when you get to the bottom, you see Luca with his eyes full of fire. He gets onto the ride, but seconds later bursts out angrily.
So what, you guys are a thing now?
You hesitantly say that you guess he saw you two kiss, then clarify that he kissed you, but...
Suddenly, Luca's hands are on your face, and he kisses you. Your stomach is doing backflips.
I said nothing would change, Annabelle, but it has. I need to know if we can be more than friends.
You hesitate and say that you're not sure. Then you admit that you might like Luca, but also like Isaac.
But you barely even know him. You've known me since we were kids.
You point out that it doesn't mean you can't like someone else more.
Oh, so you do like him better.
You clarify that that's not what you said.
Annabelle, I'm going home. I guess I need some space from you right now.
Luca walks away, and things change after that. You start spending more time with Isaac since you rehearse together every day, and you can feel the chemistry growing, but you hardly see Luca over the next few weeks, and you really miss him. Then one night, you're walking to the subway after rehearsal when you see someone with a black mask coming towards you. You freeze for a second, and then swing your purse to smack him with it. He drops what he's holding and runs away. It's a package with your name on it. He's the guy that's been sending you all that anonymous mail. This time, when you open the package, there's no present, just a single note that reads, "Why don't you love me?" And suddenly, you get a shocking thought. What if the stalker is Luca? He's been in love with you for ages, and he knows where you live. The next day at school, you see Luca in the courtyard. You walk up to him and push him.
You call Luca a creep and accuse him of being your stalker.
What? Are you crazy?
You accuse him of following you to the subway last night and running away after leaving the note.
Annabelle, I can't even run properly. Don't you think you would have noticed my limp?
Of course. He was right. You feel so stupid. Suddenly you start crying, and Luca puts his arms around you.
You say that you weren't freaked out before by the letters and presents, but now that Isaac is following you, you feel scared.
Hey, I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
You feel so safe in Luca's arms, and you look up into his eyes. He's leaning closer, and you pull away.
You tell Luca to stop and say that you can't kiss.
Because you have a boyfriend now?
You confirm that you do have a boyfriend now.
And I'm just your friend. It's because of my leg, isn't it?
You exclaim in shock and ask how he could even think that.
Luca doesn't answer and storms off. You go looking for Isaac, but he's not at school because he's sick. You spend the next few days alone, and riding home, you're terrified of running into your stalker again. Finally, the night of the show comes, and Isaac comes into your dressing room to wish you good luck. He's leaning in to kiss you, but just then, Luca comes in.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your makeout. Just wanted to wish you good luck, but I'm guessing Isaac already did that.
Then all of a sudden, Isaac turns to him angrily.
Dude, just let it go already. Annabelle doesn't want to be your girlfriend. It's time you stop acting like a jerk and be happy for her. And yeah, she and I were in the middle of a kiss.
At that second, Isaac pulls you close to kiss you, but you can see the hurt in Luca's eyes, and you just can't do it.
You tell Isaac to stop and say that Luca already gets the point.
He has to get over himself. It's not fair to us.
You look over at Luca, but he's already left. You take some time alone after that to do warm-ups. Then suddenly, you feel someone watching you. It's the masked guy from the other night. He runs out of your dressing room and you go after him, but he's disappeared. That's when you see the basement door is open. You go inside, and it's pitch black. Suddenly, the stalker comes up from behind and pushes you to the ground, and you hear the door close and lock. You bang on the door like crazy, calling for help, but no one hears you. You stay locked inside all that night. Finally, the next morning, the door opens and a bunch of cops come in. Your parents are crying and asking if you're okay. Just then, you see a policeman with a boy who looks around 14 years old.
This is the young man who's been stalking you, sending you letters and presents for the past month.
I've just had a crush on you ever since I saw you perform, so I saved up my allowance to buy you presents. I know I kinda got carried away, but I didn't mean to freak you out.
You ask him if he is kidding, then you accuse him of locking you in a dark basement all night.
No, it wasn't him who locked you in the basement.
To your horror, you notice Isaac is in handcuffs with another cop.
We did a background check and your friend here has a restraining order from his ex-girlfriend. He's a criminal.
You ask in confusion what he is talking about.
Annabelle, I locked you in that basement because I was angry. You didn't kiss me in front of Luca, and that made me think you had feelings for him. I hated you at that moment. And yeah, I lied. I did have a girlfriend, and she pushed me away, just like you did.
You feel like you're gonna throw up as the cops take Isaac away. The next day, you sit at your favorite spot in the park to collect your thoughts when someone sits beside you.
Want some company?
You tell Luca that he was right about Isaac and admit that everyone was right about Isaac being bad news. You acknowledge that you were the only one who didn't see it.
I also didn't do a great job looking out for you. I acted like a jealous jerk. Annabelle, I am so sorry about everything. I just want to be friends again. And when you do find a boyfriend who treats you right, I'll be by your side.
You tell Luca that maybe he was right about this too. You admit that maybe everything has changed and that you can't go back to being just friends. Not after you've kissed.
Oh, are you saying you liked it when I kissed you?
You pull him closer to you, and you can feel his warm breath on your lips.
You say you want to try it again so you can be sure.